Hi there, this is Harry and welcome back to my Advanced English Lessons with Harry, where I try to help you to get a better understanding of the English language, help you with some expressions, phrasal verbs, improve your vocabulary. And in this particular lesson, we're going to take a look at phrases or expressions that will help you to speak more easily, in particular with emphasis on the correct preposition, which preposition goes with which word, so that when you speak, it'll sound much more professional and you'll be able to do it much more easily when you practice. So this is an advanced English lesson. We've got 18 collocations for easy speaking. So what I'll do is I'll give you the expression and then I'll give you a situation when you can use it. So it'll help you to practice, and practice these is the only way to improve. Number one, absent, absent from. Well, this can be simply used when somebody is absent from work for a few days due to illness. They can be absent from school because they just decided not to go to school and didn't tell their parents, and the teachers are a little bit concerned. So we can be absent from work, absent from school, absent from university. Is when we are missing either because of illness or because we just didn't show up. Absent from. Number two, to be keen on. This is a very well used expression, keen on. Always with keen, we follow it with on. I often see keen in, but it's keen on. He or she is keen on a boy or girl in his or her class. So to be keen on means to be interested in. So keen on in this sense is have a physical attraction to somebody, to be keen on. Or you can also be keen on a sport, yoga, Pilates, football, gym work. Oh, he's very keen on football. He's always kicking a ball against the wall. She's very keen on cooking. She's always got her head in a new recipe book. Okay, so to be keen on something, or to be keen on somebody if it's that physical attraction. You can be keen on the job, yeah? Okay, so you see an advertisement in the internet, well then you can be keen on that particular aspect where you might want to develop your career. Short of. Usually when we use short of, it's I am short of space or I am short of time are two good examples. So if you're living in a very small apartment or an apartment where you've got 2 or 3 people living with you, then you might be short of space. Oh, I'm short of space. There's nowhere to put anything. I have to put everything in boxes and store it in a friend's home or store it in a garage. To be short of space. When you're short of time, it just means you're running out of time. It might be perpetual at every day. I always seem to be short of time. I never have enough time to do anything. So when you're short of space, you don't have enough space. When you're short of time, you don't have enough time to do the things that you want to do. I never seem to get time to do this. I never seem to get time to do that. I'm always short of time. Number 4, short on. Now again, we're using short here. We're using slightly different preposition, short on. So this is an expression we use when we have run out or we are about to run out of some particular product. For example, short on coffee, short on big bags. If you go into the supermarket and you buy your weekly groceries and you forget to bring a bag with you and you ask the person, the cashier, can I have a bag, please? She said, oh, we're very short on bags. We didn't get the delivery we were expecting, so I can only give you these smaller bags. So to be short on something means to either have very few left or to have run out. Number 5, to be suspicious of. Okay, so when we are suspicious, we have our doubts about something. So we are suspicious of the people who live next door. We are suspicious of the motive by our boss when he offers to give us a slight increase in pay, but what does he want in return? He wants you to work longer hours or shorter lunch time or whatever he wants. So we're a little bit suspicious of somebody's motives, the reasons why they've been nice and kind to us. So if somebody is always a little bit grumpy or a little bit standoffish and they don't speak to you, and then suddenly, out of the blue, they become a little bit more friendly and then they start asking you things, you are a little bit suspicious of them because you're not quite sure why have they changed? Why have they suddenly become nice to you? Perhaps they're looking for a favor. Yeah, okay, so to be suspicious of somebody. Number 6, better at. Well, lots of people are better at things than I am. Somebody is better at IT than I am. I might be better at other things, crossword puzzles or board games than other people, yeah? So I love the game of Scrabble, so I'm better at Scrabble than some of my family members who always think I cheat anyway, but I don't really, but they think I cheat. So to be better at something, okay? So your children could be better at science than mathematics, or they could be better at English literature than the French language. Okay, so to be better at something means they have a higher mark or better aptitude or more skills in a particular area than someone else or than something that you compared with. So to be better at cooking than baking, to be better at running than cycling. Okay. All right, to be better at. But again, focus here on that preposition at, better at. Not better on, not better in, better at. Number 7, late for. Whoa, well, we're always running around. Late for the bus, late for work, late for the meeting, late for the cinema, yeah? So when we're always in a rush trying to get out of the door, it's 7:45 and the movie starts at 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm late for the movie. If I don't get my skates on, I'm going to be really late, and I hate missing the beginning of a movie. Late for work again. Oh, the boss is going to be really annoyed. I promised that I'd be there on time this week, but it's cold morning, difficult to get out of the bed. So to be late for something, late for work. My mother used to tell me, you'll be late for your own funeral, yeah? So when you're always late, running out the door, you're running to get here, running down the stairs to get breakfast, come on, hurry up, you'll be late for your own funeral. Number 8, late with something. So again, here we're using late, but here when we're talking about late with something, it means a time deadline perhaps to get something submitted. You're late with your report, so perhaps you have to put in a weekly report to your boss about the time you've spent on particular cases. If you're working in an accounting environment, in some sort of auditing, it has to be submitted by a certain time, but you're late with your report this week or this month, so it holds up the accounting department. You're late with your application, so you see a job advertised, but you didn't notice it the previous week, but the deadline is tomorrow, so you really have to hurry and get your CV together, get your covering letter prepared so that you can submit it and that it will be accepted. So you're late with that submission, late with the application. Number 9. Similar to. This is quite a common and popular and well-used expression, so similar to. Oh, that dress is similar to the one I bought last summer, just a little bit of change in the shades, but it's very similar. I think I'll just take mine out of the wardrobe, take it to the dry cleaners, and it'll look as good as new. Similar to. Isn't that car similar to the one you were looking at? Isn't that something that you would like to get? Yeah. So when something is similar to, it's similar to something we have seen, similar to something we already have, similar to something we saw last week. So similar to means like, okay? It looks like. It's the same as, so we can use similar to. He is similar to his brother. She is similar to her mother. This bike is similar to the one I saw in the shop, but it was much cheaper than where I got it. I don't know why they're charging so much. So similar in its looks, but not necessarily similar in the price. Similar to. Number 10. So we're halfway there. Number 10. And the number 10 is terrible at. So somebody is terrible at something. Oh, I'm terrible at Monopoly. I always lose. I pick up a couple of properties here and there, but I never seem to be able to buy a whole street that I can start putting those little green houses and red hotels on it. So it gets very frustrating. So I'm terrible at board game. Or son or daughter are terrible at sports. They have no interest. They like playing board games. They like playing online games. They like staying in their room, chatting to their friends. They're just terrible at sport. I think they take after me. You have to be terrible at something means to be bad, not have the level of skills that somebody else might have. Okay, and if you like this particular lesson, then please like the video. And as always, if you could please subscribe to the channel, because it really, really helps, and the numbers are increasing and we're getting great support. Okay, let's get back to our lesson. As we said, it's an advanced lesson looking at collocations for easy speaking, and we're on to number 11. Okay, number 11 is guilty of something, or guilty of doing something. Yeah, of course, when we talk about crimes, somebody is guilty of committing the crime. Once they are charged by the police and have gone before the judge and have been found guilty, they are guilty of that particular crime. Yeah, so he is guilty of, she is guilty of. Your son breaks the window at school, he's guilty of breaking the window, but he's not going to be sent to jail. He's going to be perhaps punished by the teacher because he wasn't supposed to be playing football in the first place, but who hasn't done something like that during their school years? So to be guilty of doing something. Number 12, when we are opposed to something. When you're opposed to something, it means you don't agree with it. You don't agree with somebody's view. You don't agree with somebody's direction. You don't agree with some decision. So I'm opposed to. So always use that preposition to. Opposed to the development that's taking place near where you live. And this is a very common complaint people will have. They've been living in an area for several years. They've got a nice green space that the kids can play in, nice to walk around on a summer's day, but you find out there's a notice that they're going to develop it, build more apartments or build a factory or a school or a hospital or something. You are opposed to it. You object to the development. Number 13, sorry for. So we're always sorry for something. Well, at least I seem to be. I'm sorry for missing your birthday. I'm sorry for forgetting to get the flowers. Children often are sorry for when they shout or scream at their parents because they just don't know how to control their anger. What are you sorry for? Yeah, I'm sorry for screaming. I'm sorry for shouting. I'm sorry for losing my temper. So I am sorry for something. Yeah, I'm sorry for your troubles is an expression we often hear when somebody's had a lot of health problems or they've had some problems in their family. And the friends hear about it. Oh, I'm sorry for your troubles. It's very sad when somebody has difficulties. So I'm sorry for your troubles. I'm sorry for your difficulties. Number 14, terrified of. And terrified is when we have fear. Okay, so somebody can be terrified of the dark. Kids often have those sort of fears. Somebody can be terrified of dogs. Lots of people have fear of dogs, not even big dogs, just small dogs. They don't like them running around and barking and snapping at their heels. So they're terrified of something. So these are fears that people genuinely have. Yeah. And if it's a really, really strong fear, then we refer to it as a phobia. Yeah. So a fear of the dark, a fear of small spaces, a fear of open spaces. So they're terrified of all of these things. Like me, terrified of heights, tall buildings. I don't like standing in the open on the top of a small building, on some watch tower or observation tower or one of these platforms where you can look around the city, get great views, but I'm terrified of those. Okay, so you can use other words like scared of, okay, or frightened of, because they mean exactly the same, and terrified of. Number 15, harmful to. So this is a warning, okay? So we use this expression when we want to warn somebody about something. This could be harmful to your health. So it's a warning sign that you see on tobacco packets or cigarettes, yeah? Smoking cigarettes will be or can be harmful to your health. So it's a warning sign. Or drinking too much or excessive alcohol can be harmful to your health, okay? Or as my parents used to advise me, if you're trying to read late at night, and we always used to read under the blankets with a torch, yes, because the parents would switch the light off and say, go to sleep, and then you'd get your book out and you'd be under the blankets making a little tent, and you have your torch light, and they would tell you, oh, reading with a torch will be harmful to your eyesight. And that's why we end up wearing glasses, or so they used to say. Okay, so something that is harmful to something is going to cause damage, harmful to your health, harmful to your eyesight, harmful to the environment. So the green movement at the moment is trying to force people's views and attentions to stop using fossil fuels in the way that we do, because it is harmful to the environment. Okay, so we damage the environment and we end up with all these global climate issues, climate change, and this whole greenhouse gas effect. Okay, so to be harmful to. Number 16, yeah, we're getting near the end. Number 16 is satisfied with. Okay, so here we have the preposition with, satisfied with. So when you're satisfied with something, you're happy, yeah, you're content. He's satisfied with his life at the moment. He's got the job that he always wanted, and we'll see how long that lasts. Satisfied with. Satisfied with the salary increase you got, satisfied with the bonus you were awarded, satisfied with the birthday present you received, satisfied with the gifts you bought for Christmas for your friends and family. So always happy about something, happy about what you have done, what you have achieved, to be satisfied with. So we can use that expression. He is satisfied with, she is, we are, they are satisfied with. He was satisfied with his job until his manager changed, and then he lost interest and he decided to change his job also, to be satisfied with. And then number 17, suitable for, and we can use this suitable for somebody or suitable for something. So again, you see these little warning signs on packets or boxes or articles that we're going to purchase. This toy is suitable for children over the age of 3. So if you're looking for a Christmas or birthday present for a niece, nephew, son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, and you're looking at the boxes, you'll always see these little notices. This toy is only suitable for children over the age of 5, or this toy is suitable for children 3 plus, so anybody over the age of 3 or from 3 to 5 years. So all of these notices appear on books, on toys and games, everything like that, to be suitable for somebody, okay? And then if we want to say suitable for something, well, if you're looking at clothing, it could be suitable for summer, okay? Suitable for winter, suitable for spring, suitable for autumn. Or if you're looking at dishes and glasses, you can see if it's suitable for use in the oven. So can you actually place it in the oven? Is it suitable for use in the microwave? Yeah, because some dishes are not suitable for that. So you have to watch out for the warning signs. But always that preposition, suitable for somebody, and then suitable for something. And then finally, number 18, and this is a very good one to use now because you're probably tired as well, because we've got a long list here. Tired of something, tired of doing something. I'm tired of work. Yeah, I want a holiday, I want a break. I'm tired of listening to this. I've been going on forever and ever. Yeah, tired of listening to, tired of waking up feeling exhausted every morning, but guess what? You should go to bed a little bit earlier in the evenings, and maybe you might not be so tired when you wake up. But that preposition, tired of work, tired of listening to somebody, tired of always having to work late, always having to work on a Saturday, or just tired of life. Yeah, and this is just when somebody just feels, I've done enough. I just need a break. I need to do something. I need to get away from here. I need to change something in my life when we're tired of things in general. Okay, so there you've got it. 18 in total, 18 collocations for easy speaking. Hopefully I've given you some good sentences there where you can use them, you can express yourself. Try to take a few of them, change the words a little bit that I've given you. Try to think of areas where you might be suspicious of, or better at, or guilty of, or opposed to. Just try to practice them. Take 3 or 4 of them, put them into sentences, write them down, repeat them, drop them into your conversation. You'll be surprised how quickly you can improve your English in that way. Okay, so this is Harry saying thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and join me for the next lesson.